All right. Hey, friends, this is Melinda Caldwell with Church Girl Tees. So happy to see you again. I wanted to talk about um, more about what I'm doing with Church Girl Tees. Like I said, I'm so excited. This is basically a wear your faith type of business. Um, I am very concerned about Christians and not spreading the good news. We're so blessed. God has given us so much. He's done so much for our families. He's taken us out of some desperate situations. And let me tell you, I'm testifying about myself because 2015 was a year that I didn't even know if I was going to live. And I'll tell you about that testimony another day. But let me tell you, so after some life-changing events happened to me in 2015, and you didn't see videos, you didn't see anything, I wasn't even on Facebook. After the Lord uh, brought me back together, um, when I really began to have this relationship with Christ, and listen, I've been saved for a long time, but my relationship was not where it could be and where it should have been. But when I really decided to make God first over marketing, over business, over everything, over my family, over myself, everything, that's when things started to fall into place. And so I began to get concerned about our community because we have so much, but we kind of keep our faith within the four walls of the church. And let me tell you, I'm a church girl. I love to go to church. I'm gonna go anytime I can, but we need to take what we learn and we need to get that outside to people who don't know Christ, so we can bring them into His loving arms, or usher him into usher them in, invite them in. So I wanted to do something about that. I even thought about, maybe if we had some kind of coffee cards or something like that that you could give someone that said something nice. But I was like, I just know whatever it is, I want it to be a way that it would start conversations about maybe, starting a relationship, not starting a relationship, but basically, like, having a conversation and being able to get to know someone and say, hey, you should, let's go to church together, or something, or do you know the Lord, whatever. But I wanted to create things that would spark conversation. So that's where Church Girl Tees came from. Is a lot of the shirts make really bold statements, and some of them are funny. But one thing that I find is that they cause people to smile. They're encouraging. You never know if you're walking around with a Be Fearless shirt on and somebody's being defeated. Somebody is going through divorce. They're going through cancer. They're going through a hard time at work. Maybe they're unemployed. Maybe they're going through depression like I was for so long. Um, Being able to see something of encouragement. You never know how that can change someone's day, how it may give you the opportunity to speak life into them, because God calls us to be a light. So that's where Church Girl Tees came from. And so I started thinking about, well, I don't want to just sell t-shirts, because as a church girl, and and trust me, I know not all church girls are flashy and like, you know, gotta dress down, because let me tell you, I have my days. I have three kids and I like to dress down. I'll go to church with some jeans and some tennies and this t-shirt and call it a day. But most of the time, I like to dress it up. And I notice that a lot of us, we do dress modest, but we still want to look good. And so I was thinking, well, what else can I add to this? So I thought about, well, we love to take a t-shirt and bling it out with some nice jewelry, maybe some really cute heels or some really cute flats, really nice jeans, whatever it is. We like to, put more into it. So I started looking. I said, well, we like jewelry. So my first thing was, I just wanted to kind of have it in stock, and I could do all the mailing and all that stuff. Because now that I'm in the industry of retail with larger companies, um, I really am starting to enjoy it and say, oh, wow, okay, that's what you have to do with this. All right. So I started looking into AliExpress, and I started looking into all these other places that you can do drop shipping for, or you could just buy a lot of it and then sell and disperse it however you want to. And something in my spirit was just saying, um, no, this is not the way to go. And I would see really great prices and stuff would look nice, and I I just felt like what I was going to be selling on my site was not quality. It was not, I felt like, let me just put it out there. I felt like it just wasn't good enough for the type of woman that wants to share her faith on her body. I wanted something to complement what she was wearing, not something that was going to break in 2 weeks, or, something that was going to tarnish, after a couple wears. And so I decided that I was going to put it on the back burner. And it's so funny that I was on Instagram, I'm scrolling through, and a friend from high school, her Instagram page popped up, and I noticed that she, first of all, had some really beautiful jewelry on. That's what caught my eye. And I knew that she was a woman of God because some of the things that she was saying on Facebook, and she just had such a loving spirit. I mean, this has been for years. I really hadn't had too much conversation with her, but I was like, wow, she's really, she's really about the Lord. So I started going through her pictures and everything, and I realized that she actually sells this jewelry. And so, of course, me as an internet marketer, I'm nosy. What are you doing? So I click on her website, and she has this beautiful website, and just all kinds of things that she was selling. There's bags and clutches and necklaces and foot jewelry and earrings and bracelets, and it was like a church girl heaven. Okay, so I was like, wow, so I started investigating, and come to find out, it happened to be, she happened to be a part of Traci Lynn jewelry. Now, I had never heard of Traci Lynn jewelry, but someone, I was getting my hair done, and someone had was bringing some jewelry over to the person that was doing my hair, and she had purchased like some foot jewelry. It looks like it's called a barefoot sandal, basically, jewelry for your feet. I was like, oh, that's so beautiful, but I really didn't pay attention, and come to find out that was the same jewelry. So I went online, and I said, wow, and I just felt like, wow, this is something that this is the kind of quality that I want for my site. This is what I want for this site. It's perfect because nice statement pieces. Oh my God, it just stood out beautiful, and I had already seen it in person, just didn't know it. And I was like, I have to be a part of this. That's not even the best part. So, of course, I got to do my research. I'm online. I'm like, who is this Traci Lynn lady? And it's a shame that as long as I've been in direct sales, internet marketing, all this stuff, I'd never heard of her, honestly. And all I kept seeing was Traci Lynn Ministries, Dr. Traci Lynn Ministries. I'm like, hold up. Is this a woman of God that has her own direct sales company? And, so I started listening to her speaking, and I said, oh my God, she has touched my heart in so many ways. It's only been a couple days. But I said, I just felt such a peace, and I said, this is what I want to add to my church girl tees. And it was just such a perfect coincidence, And so I added Traci Lynn jewelry to the church girl tees line. I'm so excited. So when you go to the jewelry section, you're going to see, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, all that stuff. And that's going to lead you to all of the beautiful jewelry, Traci Lynn. And let me tell you, the stuff that they have is so gorgeous, so beautiful. I think these pictures, honestly, are too small because it doesn't do any justice for how beautiful this jewelry is. Let me try to go to the home page. And I really like how the website is. I love the back office. They have a lot of training back there, and just some gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And so I just wanted to let you know that, if you are someone like me, that, you are a Christian woman, and you want to, and you are an entrepreneur, and you are looking for women who believe in Jesus Christ, who serve the Lord, and who are making a difference in their communities, in their families, in their churches, and you want to be a part of something that I believe is huge, go ahead and check out this website. You can go to churchgirltees.com and just hit jewelry, and you can find more out about what the Traci Lynn uh, jewelry has to offer. Um, and so I just wanted to let you know that the jewelry is phenomenal. And I'm so excited about Church Girl Tees. If you haven't checked it out, go to churchgirltees.com. If you have any suggestions on t-shirts that you would like, we do have designers who can do anything you could possibly imagine. And if you are in need of fundraisers, or if you are in need of just a specific uh, shirt, you have a specific design, we can help you do that. But make sure you check out Church Girl Tees. Wear your faith. You know, it's a hard time right now for the world, because and right now it's time for us to stand up and be strong in Jesus Christ. And we need to be some prayer warriors. If you haven't seen that movie, War Room, honey, oh my gosh, you gotta go see. You have to go. I hope it's still in Redbox, but you gotta watch it. We need to be steadfast. We need to be in our faith. We need to be in our word. We need to be praying, because right now, with the whole presidential election, with terror attacks, you don't want to be with nobody else but Jesus. Let me tell you that. And we need you in the kingdom of God. So thanks for checking out this video today. I went a little bit longer than I expected, but I just want to invite you to check out what's going on over here. And if you want to contact me, you can go to officialchurchgirltees@gmail.com. I can answer any of your questions. Thank you, and take care.